Hi, I would like to give you a little talk about the energy and the times right now and some healing as I speak. Even though English is not my native language, I will try to give you this in English because some of the English speaking people that have met me have asked me to do so. So I hope you'll bear over with my words and maybe even missing words now and then. I'll start a healing that'll support you in these times where the energy is changing a lot on Earth. The changing energy is supporting the consciousness in changes. The changes is giving us possibilities to reach higher perspectives, both in views, how we see things, how we feel things, how we can accomplish different things, and how we can acknowledge different things. The way we see the world is changing. Some people is ready for it, and some people aren't there yet. They will be in time, but if you aren't there yet, or if you know some that aren't there yet, perhaps they're suffering. The sufferings are different from people to people. Some suffers from anxiety and different unease from the nervous system. Some suffers from anger and hate and all the poison that it gives to the systems and the surroundings. And some suffers from low energy and a lot of different moods that they can't find a pattern in, and they can't control it or do anything to avoid these changes. The way you can support yourself is to use your consciousness to be aware and be present as much as you can accomplish in your life. Because all you need to know, all you need to change is present in you and in your mind, in your consciousness. So if you are aware, if you are present, you will know. Maybe not right now when you listen to me. If you try, maybe you think, oh, I don't know anything. I never know anything. I struggle all the time to try to find out what's right and wrong, and I really have to try things out because I never know. And that's not wrong. We all have to do that with some things we don't have a possibility to feel what's right and what's wrong. And it can be because we are too emotionally involved, or if we are in a state where we can't feel anything, or if we have difficulties in selecting what is right and what is wrong because there are different perspectives that we can't collect in one truth. Slowly, the healing is reaching you and starting to help you to get into the state where you can feel yourself and feel what is right and what is wrong. The energy and the consciousness have been changing for years now, but in right these times, we are in December 2016, the psychological part of our consciousness has reached a level where we are where we have the possibilities to be in fully contact with the part of our consciousness that bears our psychological perspectives. And you can reach that part of your consciousness by being aware. When you are reacting, when you're doing stuff that you like, when you're reacting and have reactions that you don't like, no matter if you like them or not, keep your consciousness as aware as possible. If you are overwhelmed by feelings, take a deep breath and exhale. And when you're inhaling, you inhale the feeling. Exhaling the feeling. Inhaling the feeling. Exhaling the feeling. Maybe have a short break. And inhaling the feeling. If you need to react, cry, scream, stamp on the ground, do it. Make sure that you are in a surrounding that you are proud of yourself, or not feeling too awkward afterwards. Slowly, the healing is reaching you, changing the state of your consciousness. The tool that I'm using is called the Grail healing. It's a special Grail healing. It's the Grail healing that I was working with and collected in Japan in November this year. I've been to 5 different places, collected different Grails healings that helps us to get into this state of consciousness that can help us to reach to the level and the state when we can be the best of ourselves. Slowly take a deep breath and relax your consciousness's changing state. You can use this healing again if you, after some time, is feeling that the help it has been given to you is lost. And every time you use the healing, you'll learn your system, your consciousness, what the state is. And if you're driven out of it, your consciousness will learn what brings you out of the state. And that's also the key to find out how to get yourself into the state again. Even though you don't think about it, your consciousness will work on that. And in between the healings, you can ask for help. You can ask, can I get the support from the Grail of Japan? And this is support that helps you get into the state where you are in totally connected, when you're totally connected to all the perspectives that you're carrying, all the parts of you that you're carrying, that gives you your foundation. And not only gives you your fully contact to your foundation, but your foundation in true balance. Every part of you that helps you to have your balance in life is a part of your foundation. And every part of that single element can be in balance and out of balance. This healing helps every single part to be in balance. What brings every single part of your foundation out of balance is different pressures. We have the pressures from the balance between the feminine and the masculine to be outwards or inwards. An example is the part of your foundation that can give you an unbalanced state that makes you an egoistic human. That unbalanced state is actually a masculine unbalanced state. And that's not because most of men is like that. No. But the unbalanced feminine way is to be sacrificing yourself. And when you're sacrificing yourself, think that you are allowed to have somebody to owe you something. Even though it wasn't agreed on, you sacrificing yourself, then they owe you something. That's a feminine unbalance part of this, the feminine unbalanced state of this part of your foundation. If this part of your foundation is in balance, it will give you a state where you could give unlimited. You'll be able to give yourself exactly what you need, nothing more, nothing less, and you'll be able to give it unlimited because you'll never dry out. That's one example. And we also have unbalances about having hope. That's to carry hope is a balanced state. To be hopeless is an unbalanced state, but it's also an unbalanced state to be driven into trying to create reality because we are not truly in trust. So I trustfully hope is a balanced state. We also have trouble being balanced with the higher part of us and the lower part of us. The higher self being the conscious, aware, trustworthy part, and the smaller part of us being all the opposite. This healing helps you to get help to be into a balanced state with all of your foundation, all the elements of your foundation. The healing is changing. It comes in two parts. And right now, the second part is taking over. Just keep your intention on receiving the healing. This Grail healing is actually a collection of the two, a connection of the two healings. The first healing that I collected in Malta, and the last healing that I collected in Japan. In 3 trips around the world between these 2 travels, we collected 3 different healing energies, and I will give them to you in later videos, so you can use them as well to support you being into this state where you are not only aware, in contact with your full foundation in balance, and having the possibilities of being in contact with the state of yourself where you can be in a way, act in a way, feel in a way that's make yourself proud of yourself. Every day when you go to sleep, and the last day, even on the last day. But it's also is giving you peace from this pressure that we are going in because of this changing of consciousness and in the energy that is on earth right now. And a lot of conscious people is really feeling this pressure. A lot of the kind of people that feels much, emotional people, they are also having really huge pressures because of this changing in the consciousness, because the changes right now is forcing you to see everything clearly and to feel everything more clearly. And a lot of people, they have been able to escape the true feeling and the true realization of reality. But when they are forced to see everything as it is, it's even harder. Even though it's also hard not to be in contact with yourself and not to be in contact with reality, there's a reason for you to avoid it. And these people, when they are forced by the changing consciousness to feel and see true how life is and how they are right now, the pressure is really high on the feelings and on the way they see reality. And this healing helps because it gives a break, and it gives you a possibility to see life and yourself in a milder perspective, in a broader perspective, and in a perspective where love and support is supporting and like surrounding you in a way that you're not feeling yourself lost and alone. Maybe you can feel this difference right now. Maybe you don't. If you don't feel the difference right now, try to see if you feel anything different when you are leaving this video and go out to your everyday life, out in the real world. And even though if you feel something right now, the only thing that matters is if anything is changing in your reality. Otherwise, this is just entertainment. And I'm actually really not into the entertainment business. Take a deep breath, exhale, and help your consciousness into the changing of the states that helps you into this supportive Grail state. Several deep breaths. If anything is aching or itching or feeling annoyed, it's a sign of healing. Send it love. Try to relax. Support yourself in letting go of the annoying feelings and releasing the tensions that's working up itself in your body, because your body is reacting on the inner relaxation. Your body is tightened up against the inner relaxation. So maybe you can feel like you're being more and more unrelaxed in your body. And if you're like stretching a bit, relaxing with the breath, it helps your body to loosen up, and then the inner relaxation can reach your body as well. In this state of the healing, I feel it like I'm being fulfilled with the light of life, the light of my soul. Now the consciousness is in the right state where it's possible to carry in the light in all your cells, your consciousness is filled in this state of consciousness that is available for us on earth right now. The consciousness is rising to a level where it's no longer bound in the minerals and in the fixed patterns of cells. It's rising to be in contact with more fluid patterns as water. So the consciousness is not only connected to the cells in the body and the patterns of the muscles, the bones, and all that we are, physical. It's carried in the water that is present in all of us. And that gives the consciousness and the energy of the consciousness a possibilities to be more dense and more all aware, all present, everywhere in our body and in the field that belongs to us, surrounding our body. And out now, both your body and the field surrounding your body is being filled up with dense, intense light of life, light of your soul. Keep your intention on receiving the healing, slowly changing the state of your consciousness, the state of energy in your body and in your morphological field, and the energy field that you are carrying with your own private consciousness. And this changing of states is helping you keep your balance and taking the right choices in this new world, this new time, this era of great possibilities and of the trouble that comes with changes. And how far we will reach when our consciousness is evolving and the perspectives of what we can and what we are is evolving really fast, as it is in these times where the consciousness is rising. Nobody will know. But what's for sure is that when consciousness is rising, the heart will start ruling instead of the mind. So what we are going into right now is the era of the heart. Maybe you can't see that right now when you're looking out in life, but you see the glimpse if you look carefully. Everywhere it starts the awakening. And the energy and the power of the heart is so much stronger than the energy and the power of the mind. It only takes a while before the changing is real in the world as you see it. Slowly, the healing is fulfilled. And if you feel the difference, and if you feel it really supports you, use this healing now and then. And maybe use the possibilities of asking from the support of the Grail of Japan.